Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're in the world, and today we return to our never-ending chat of the Tour de France. I mean, of course, we're stage 17, bit of a transitional day after the Mont Ventoux stage, and we will of course see the race day dive into the Alps for the next 2 days as well, and we will have the fantastic day as well, culminating in Paris. So, a lot of things to look forward to. We've just missed the intermediate sprint, so that's on me. So the intermediate sprint won by Jonas Abrahamsen. We also had Jonathan Milan winning the sprint from the peloton. The hair has still not been cut yet, but yeah, that will happen at some point. Great to have a few people here already. Let us know where you're watching from as well. But still a bit of a way to go. We have a breakaway up the front, 108.4 kilometers. Confirmation of the intermediate sprint as well. Abrahamsen taking first place, 20 points for him. Macho Bogado, 17 points goes to Total Energies. Vincenzo Albanese, who I thought actually would have done better in that or challenged in the intermediate sprint. He finishes third. Quinton Pache fourth. 11 points goes to John Milan. So we'll get the intermediate sprint as well. Biniam getting sixth place, right behind John Milan. But Bini's teammate Louis Barret is actually down again, and I mean he's one of those guys who's already crashed. Quite a phenomenal crash to say the least. But full riders up towards the break. They have about almost 2 minutes of an advantage. So the breakaway, not the biggest advantage, not the biggest leash they've been given today. So we'll wait and see if how long they can hold it out. We've got two categorized climbs on the road, but none of them really too challenging. So I don't give the breakaway too much of an opportunity here. I don't think many of us do. But tomorrow, the Queen stage of the Tour de France for many, I would say it is, because we've got the Henri de Grange Prize. That is normally where we say is the big moment, the big, what do you say, the big point. But obviously, many people are resigned to the fact that we are probably looking at Tour de France elect winner of Tadej Pogačar in that yellow jersey, unless there's some cracks tomorrow. You never know. You never know. That's why you have to keep attacking, because you never know. Could maybe be another one, another crack. Col de la Loze was actually the last time we saw Tadej Pogačar crack on a mountain, I think, in the Tour de France, if I'm not mistaken, in 2023. Obviously, last year he was absolutely invincible, bulletproof, and didn't really get too challenged. We're seeing Vincenzo Albanese going in the team car. EF Education Easy Post have had a really good Tour de France. A team that I don't know how much we expect from EF Education Easy Post on a normal tour. It's kind of like a joker team to some extent. We expect maybe a stage win, maybe a jersey, but a top 10, a jersey. Well, no, not a jersey. A top 10, a stage win, and a stint in the yellow jersey was probably higher than many people were expecting. So, I think they've been having quite a good Tour de France. We'll probably do a bit of a grading of them as well, because they're a very popular team. 106.6 kilometers. The front four riders working very well together. In terms of this percentage of who's at the front, the TV coverage has said that Metro Bogado is the one pulling the least, 22%. Albanese the most with 27%. But Jonas Abrahamsen up here again, already having taken one slice of this year's Tour de France and hoping maybe to add another one. Uno X having another good Tour de France as well from a team that we maybe weren't expecting. They said at the start of the Tour de France that they were aiming for a stage win. The Norwegian team manager of Tor Husov said the best chance they had of winning was with their Danish rider of Magnus Cort Nielsen. And they won with their Norwegian of Jonas Abrahamsen. So great to have Ronda here, John Kelly, DB Cooper, JP as well. Plenty of familiar names in the chat. And if you haven't already, why not get involved in the chat as well? But it's a bit of a, transitional stage to say the least. We've had the intermediate sprint. Next one is the categorized climb. We'll go through the Masters jersey as well. We'll go through all the classifications because we have a bit of time, and tomorrow is going to be a very exciting day to say the least. Very up and down, and I'm sure some of these riders will absolutely feel it. But for the time being, we're still seeing those four riders up the front. I mean, Total Energies, they haven't really gotten anything out of this race so far. I mean, they did win a stage last year. That was really impressive, Anthony Togis. But yeah, this year, not really anything. Steph Kraft's not even there in the top 20. So I think it's not going to be a good tour for them, I think. But yeah, we'll see. And DB Cooper as well saying, I think Merlier can do the climbs and win the stage today. So yeah, quite a few of you going for Merlier, quite a few of you going for Milan. Biniam getting most of the votes. I think Intermarché, this is their one golden opportunity to try and save their tour to some extent. Their goal at the start of the tour was to take one stage win, and I mean this is one stage, so could take the box. We're seeing Alaphilippe as well with Valentin Panapantra, the winner of yesterday. What a win! The French getting their first stage win. I mean, Julien Philippe has been very aggressive. I kind of have a feeling with No Match Vanderpool, he could be the man who gets the most aggressive rider combativity award. Is there anyone else you can think of? Obviously, Tadej Pogačar, but they don't normally give it to the yellow jersey. So I think Julien Philippe has a good shot in that. Maybe Jonas Abrahamsen as well. He could be up there, but we'll wait and see. DB Cooper kind of quietly, Sodal has killed this tour, being awesome. Yeah, I mean, Sodal Quickstep, Remco Evenepoel, obviously third place last year, and white jersey plus a stage win was obviously going to be their chief card. But coming with Tim Merlier, which now in hindsight was a brilliant tactic. Yeah, winning 2 stages already with Tim Merlier, maybe a third one here today. And Valentin Panapantra winning a stage yesterday on Mont Ventoux. That was quite incredible for them. And obviously, Remco Evenepoel taking his own slice of the tour with him back as well. But this breakaway, 1 minute 52 seconds, it's looking, yeah. We'll see. Yeah, actually, Space is saying Healy got a few most combative awards as well. So maybe Healy's in a shot for it. Yeah, we'll wait and see. But it's a very, yeah, I'm not even sure who votes for it. It was Wout van Aert one year. Wasn't it Campenaerts as well one year? There was one year where people were a bit disgruntled of who got it. I can't quite remember who the rider who should have had it. But yeah, 104 kilometers still to go on the stage. We will wait and see. We'll wait and see. But their next one is that Kaspar's climb, 3.7 kilometers at 5.1%. That is kind of our next little intrigue. But we'll go through the classifications because obviously we talked about yeah, we'll see. But Honor de Lee, I mean, Lotto are equally a team that haven't really gotten anything out of this. There's a lot of teams that haven't actually taken anything from this race and desperately want something. So I think there's a lot of teams in this boat, and I'm surprised not seeing some of these. Well, I don't think the break has a chance today. I think we all know that, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Uno X, yeah, I think Uno X have had a better tour than they actually were. Yeah, I think it was a happy. They've been having a great tour. Let's be honest. It's been an absolutely amazing tour for them, and higher than they probably could have hoped for, if we're honest. But yeah, about 1 minute 50, they've stabilized this advantage quite well. So I think, yeah, it's looking fairly good for sprint finish now. I think it will happen. I don't think anyone can deny them of this. So yeah, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. We're seeing Simon Yates in here with his brother Adam Yates. Such a funny narrative, isn't it? 2 super teams, both having a twin brother from the same family. You can't. Yeah, it's so funny. And they aren't the only twins, as we know. We had the other twins in this of Tobias Haller Johannesson and Anders Haller Johannesson. So 2 sets of twins. So that is quite funny. I don't know if the tour has ever had that. Ever. I'm not too sure, actually. But for the time being, it's looking very good for many of these riders. They're just keeping calm. Louis Barret coming down, that was a bit of a disaster moment for Intermarché. It's just been the worst, not completely the worst, but almost as bad as it can get for Intermarché. Obviously, the announcement of the team changing, that's not really something that you want during a tour. So that was a bit unfortunate, and yeah, a lot of people in that team are going to be worried about their jobs, everything, obviously, all the backroom stuff, and I think that's really going to plague some of the people within the team. So yeah, great shame for the team. But are we going to see something here in terms of this stage other than a sprint? I think the sprint is what's going to happen. We all know it. And yeah, we'll wait and see. But 101.3 kilometers still to go. The work being done by Soudal Quickstep mostly. We also have Little Trek. Jonathan Milan, is he gonna be regretting not going for the intermediate sprint yesterday and keeping the team together? I think maybe survival was on his mind in terms of that Mont Ventoux. We had the fastest ever Mont Ventoux ever up that. We talked about that yesterday in the recap. We talked about it on the stream as well. But yeah, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see if anything can happen here on the stage. But yeah, so our quick step, they are the ones driving. We've got Quinn Simmons as well with Lidl Trek lining up behind, and John to Milan. The green jersey is very, very motivated for this stage. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But for the time being, it is looking pretty good for a sprint because it's not really looking like anything's going to happen. But John to Milan, obviously, there's a lot of places where it went wrong as well. So yeah, if he does lose that green jersey by a few points, then I think it's gonna be a hard one to swallow, isn't it? But we'll wait and see what happens. It's certainly a exciting day for many of these riders, and maybe we are just gonna see a big yeah, maybe we're gonna see a real big shock in the sprint. There are numerous sprinters here in as well. Obviously, yeah, we'll have to wait and see if something happens, something changes the dynamic. In the sprint, obviously, Little Trek really have to put the hammer down here if they're gonna take this. Let's be honest, because Merlier has been looking super strong. So yeah, can John to Milan beat him 1-on-1? We've seen when they do get 1-on-1, it often does end up in Milan winning, not Milan, Merlier winning it. So yeah, we'll wait and see. But we'll talk about the sprint as well in a bit. But yeah, under 100 kilometers to go. The breakaway still having that 1 minute and 50-second lead. Yeah, Carousel Vertigo heard Louis Barret fell for a second time. Yeah. Louis Barret not having a great tour at all. Such a shame. But we'll wait and see if Intermarché can actually save their Tour de France. Of course, not really the tour they would have wanted. They desperately would want to try and save this tour somehow. 99 kilometers still to go. But how do they do that? A stage win with Biniam Girmay absolutely would do that completely. Carousel Vertigo saying which Yates makes more money. I think Adam Yates makes more money, if I'm honest, than Simon Yates. But for the time being, very comfortable peloton, a very comfortable breakaway as well. They're just going through some of the pretty villages here. Drew Lefet, a nice little village. But yeah, of course, tomorrow they are going to go through the Alps. That is going to be very, very exciting. Many big stages, many big climbs there, and could really shake up the top 10 as well. But I said we were going to talk about the classifications as well. We might as well start with the biggest one, the GC, and let's see if we have it already. I mean, yeah, it was an incredible Mont Ventoux stage. I think had a lot of attacks, had a lot of things that we wanted to see. So you can't really say anything other. It delivered, I think. It delivered on the excitement. You had the Jonas Vingegaard, Tadej Pogačar trying to take chunks out of each other, not quite taking chunks out of each other, but trying at least mano a mano, similar to what we saw when we saw them up Alpe d'Huez. But yeah, right now, as we know, Tadej Pogačar leading by 4 minutes and 15 seconds. So yeah, Vingegaard, what can he do? I mean, if Pogačar by some miracle cracks tomorrow, the race is still alive in terms of that yellow jersey. But for the time being, the way UAE have managed this, the way he's looking, I don't think anyone's going to be touching Tadej Pogacar, if we're honest. So we'll see, but I think UAE Team Emirates, as many people think, it's not a hot take for me, but I think Tadej Pogacar has this well and truly sewn up. It's just a formality right now. It's just whether or not he tries to go for more stage glory as well, because there's opportunity tomorrow. There's even talk that he might be winning that final stage in the yellow jersey in Paris. But the breakaway right now, they're on the first of two categorized climbs. This Cat 4 climb, 3.7 kilometers long, 6.6%. But obviously no one's really in contention for that mountains jersey here. It's only a Cat 1. Only a Cat 1. Yeah, we're seeing Louis Barre in the team car. And yeah, he's having a bit of a bad day. Bit of a bad tour. He would have wanted more. But other than that, obviously Florian Lipovic, he just got a bit of a gap, a bit more between himself and Oscar Onley as well. Oscar Onley doing a fantastic tour, as we talked about in the recap. And Primoz Roglic moving up as well into top 5. So he hasn't actually been in top 5 this late on since 2020. So that's incredible. But Ineos Grenadiers are really pumping right now at the front. They're just going for it with Connor Swift and Geraint Thomas, so two former national champions of Great Britain. They're really just upping the tempo here. What is Ineos Grenadiers doing? Anyone know what Ineos Grenadiers are doing? Yeah, I'm stumped. I don't really know. Do they know something? Is Ben Healy in problems and they're trying to do this for Carlos Rodriguez? They don't have a sprinter, as we know. So I'm not quite sure what Ineos Grenadiers are doing. Are they just wanting to hit out? They're the ones leading them into this climb now. They've got 1 minute and 20 seconds, so Ineos Grenadiers have taken about 30 seconds off the breakaways lead. So Ineos Grenadiers doing Ineos Grenadiers things here. Doing a lot of work at the front, and yeah. Why? We know. If anyone knows what Ineos Grenadiers are doing, let us know. But Sam Watson as well lining up to do something. But yeah, in that GC as well, Kevin Vauclain, 6th place. If he can hold that, that would be very good. He's got a lead of 1 minute 20 to Felix Gall. Tobias Halle Johannesson, but I do think from Oscar Onley all the way down, I think nobody's safe. No one's seat is safe. I think someone could really implode on the next two stages. So especially someone like Oscar Onley, Kevin Vauclain, and these guys have never been in this situation in a third Grand Tour week, riding in the GC. So I think the fatigue could add up quite a lot. And Oscar Onley is someone I would be quite nervous about because he hasn't really got that much support from his team as well. But Geraint Thomas, the 2018 Tour de France winner and 2019 runner-up, as many people forget, he is just really pumping it right now at the front. 1 minute and 5 seconds. Not quite sure what this is about. They're really just doing everything to push this on. Yeah, we'll see. Great to have Ronda. And yeah, not many Canadians doing much in this year's race. Mike Woods, I thought he was flirting with the polka dot jersey a bit. I think he's flirted with it a few times. But Israel Premiertech as well. Yeah, not really delivering as much as we probably were hoping. If you haven't already as well, smash the like button. What are we saying, DB Cooper? Maybe Ineos wants to add one of their riders into the break, so they are making the gap bridgeable. Yeah, hopefully. I think that is the only real thing they can do. Yeah, okay, we get a message, guys. Got nothing to lose, alright? So be sharp. Let's try it. Otherwise, we're sat in the bunch for nothing the whole day. You know, let's try it. Try what? Are they trying to split the peloton? But yeah, they're really going for it. They're really going for it, Ineos Grenadiers. It's come down to 50 seconds now up to the break. So, well, there you go. It's a minute that they've taken out of the breakaway. Still 1.7 kilometers to go. Ineos Grenadiers doing Ineos Grenadiers things at the front. And yeah, anything can happen right now. 95.7 kilometers, 48 seconds. Are we going to see something happening? That is the big question. But for the time being, they're really pushing on. Quinn Simmons joining the party as well. So Quinn Simmons. So yeah, Doing a very good job. What are we saying? Ineos paying their sponsors with TV attention. They have performed like Ineos. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. I mean, Arensman is kind of saving their tour, and I guess if Rodriguez does finish inside top 10, that's something as well. But obviously, he's a guy who's finished inside the top five before, so they would have hoped for more, not go down, but go up. So Ineos Grenadiers trying to just throw a chaos grenade into the race. We'll see who gets caught out by this, but 95.4 kilometers still to go, 44 seconds. And the break might know about this. Are they going to get team radios in this? And yeah, yeah, exactly what DB Cooper is saying. Ineos going to try it. Let's see what it is. Not quite sure. Maybe they just want to get a bit of a boom in before something happens. What are we saying as well? What of the Vingegaard brush up with the photographer at yesterday's stage? Is he all right? Oh my goodness, I didn't. You guys notice things that I don't notice, so I'm gonna have to look that up. Um, yeah, that I need to find out what that is. Let me know what that is as well. Vingo angry after crash by photographer, but thrilled with magical legs or magic legs. Oh my goodness, I completely missed that. So yeah, well, good spot there. But 46 seconds now, and right now it's Tobias Foss, the former world time trial champion and former ninth place finisher in the Giro d'Italia. Double, I think, no, he's not the Norwegian champion, but he has been the Norwegian champion in the past. I think he's currently the Norwegian time trial champion. But he's just upping the tempo as well. There's 700 meters to go for the front breakaway. So, yeah, what is going to happen here? That is the big question. They're really pushing on, doing their best. And maybe we're going to see something happening here. For the time being, it's looking very good for many of these riders. And yeah, in terms of peloton, obviously. Now Movistar is getting involved. Ivan Romeo, the under-23 world time trial champion, he's really pushing on as well now. So what is he going to be able to do? But yeah, really pumping the watts now at the front. Quinn Simmons as well. So there are a few teams that are just getting involved in this as well. So yeah, it's quite funny this. There's a lot of action going on. They don't want us to be bored. So they have just provided us with a bit of a show. And yeah, right now we're seeing Ivan Romeo just really upping the tempo. Quinn Simmons doing his best to just get to the front as well. And yeah, Ivan Romeo and Quinn Simmons have been two riders that have been very active in the race as well. Very, very active riders in terms of the breakaways, trying to get something up the road. Quinn Simmons obviously said that Tim Wellens, he thought it was unfair because he was getting drafts of the motorbike cameras. And that got turned into a meme quite quickly on Instagram, everywhere. So, yeah, we will wait and see what happens. But 94 kilometers to go. We're seeing the breakaway come up to that top point of the climb. It's Abrahamsen who takes that 1 point. So, yeah, looking quite good right now. Great to have Ecuador in the house as well. And for the time being, it's looking very interesting now. 32 seconds, but this is going to be swept up, I think. Windy. Is it windy? We'll wait and see if something can happen here. But I think Ineos Grenadiers know something. You can see the flags. There is definitely a bit of wind. I think it's a bit of... Is there a bit of headwind here? But maybe I was watching the wrong flag. A lot of fans on the side of the road. Yeah, a lot of riders getting spat out the back. Selections being formed because of this. Tadej Pogačar not there in that elite selection. They're a few seconds behind, but he's just going to be caring about Jonas Vingegaard, obviously. But Wout van Aert, he's trying to make the selection. Maybe we are just seeing a bit of a second breakaway formation happening. So, yeah, Wout van Aert might be looking at this as well. This is perhaps the last chance, I think, if we're being honest, for the sprinters to win a stage. It is. I don't think we're not going to get a single other stage win here. So, yeah, we'll wait and see. Yeah. 1 minute and 16 seconds back is the green jersey. So, Jonathan Milan's been spat already. But obviously, Little Trek have to try and do something to get that back. Quinn Simmons, what is he doing now? Because they should be all in for the green jersey. And yeah, it's very delicate, that situation with Tadej Pogačar. We should maybe also get the virtual green jersey as well. Let's get that. That'll give us a good insight of the situation between Tadej Pogačar and Jonathan Milan. But it's not a pretty picture. It's definitely not a pretty picture. It's yeah, it's very, very close between these guys. So Jonathan Milan panicking a bit. But here you've got it. Jonathan Milan, 11 points in the intermediate sprint. Takes his lead up to 22 points. But yeah, Jonathan Milan finds himself 1 minute and 19 seconds back, courtesy of Ineos Grenadiers. I don't think he is going to be giving any postcards to them. So 92 kilometers to go here, 92 kilometers. Movistar attacking hard. Israel Primitic trying to do something. Groupama FDJ also in the mix. Quinn Simmons up towards the front, so he's actually pushing the pressure on. So yeah, he's not really helping his teammate out too much here. So Quinn Simmons, bit of a strange move, I would say. Yeah, he should be helping his man Jonathan Milan, but I think he wants to get a stage win in this year's tour as well. Obviously, there's an opportunity on stage 20, maybe for him. But for the time being, yeah, he doesn't want to do anything. Yeah, we will wait and see. But the riders up in front, they still have 34 seconds of an advantage. The green jersey has about 40 seconds to make up on that group that attacked off the front. So, yeah, interesting that Quinn Simmons is forcing the pressure at the front, but his teammate is struggling. Or not even his teammate, his team captain right now. So, Van Wilder, where is he? He's in the yellow jersey group. He's looking behind. Soudal Quickstep dropping back. So, I think this might be Tim Merlier is struggling. So Maximilian Schachmann dropping back as well. But right now at the front, it's Cofidis, or in the second group, Cofidis are trying to attack hard. Alex Aramburu with Ivan Romero on his wheel. So these two Spanish riders, they're just forcing the pressure. Matteo Trentino up there as well. So the speed is very high right now. The speed is very high. 90 kilometers still to go of the stage. And yeah, they're building the pressure now. They're really starting to ramp it up. And this might be bye-bye Jonathan Milan if Little Trek don't get this under control quickly. But Little Trek riders are in this front or second group. So I'm not quite sure what Little Trek are doing here. So Jonathan Milan in a bit of problems here. The green jersey is certainly going to be in problems. But right now, 90 kilometers to go. 26 seconds for that front four-man group with Abrahamsen, Bergado, Pache, and Albanese. And yeah, Danny Van Poppel has left the race as well. His wife gave birth to a baby. Yeah, we'll see. What we're saying as well, Michael Simmons to Ineos Grenadiers next year. No team support to Milan. Yeah, this is a bit of a distressing scenario. Obviously, we have 90 kilometers to go, so it's a long way still. So we'll wait and see. But it's not good because he's going to be expending a lot of energy just to get back into this group, the green jersey. But he's got about a minute to make up here on this second chase group. The front group have about 27 seconds on this group, the second group on the road. And do we have eyes on that group in terms of who's actually in that group? We'll double check. Pro Cycling Stats. Do they know? I don't think they have a confirmation. They have a confirmation of the dropped riders. So in that Jonathan Milan group, apparently we have Thibaut Ness is the only Little Trek rider with him. That can't be right. Anna Demise in that group, Pascal Ackermann, Tim Merlier. So it's basically all the sprinters. But Biniam Girmay, I think he's up there. So if I was into Marche now, I would get my guys at the front and drill the pace for the next 89 kilometers. Obviously that's a big ask, but and maybe somebody would help them as well. But yeah, I mean, their tactics haven't been the best this year. We saw it. Binny's often been lost in the lead out as well. So yeah, but right now at 1 minute advantage, that is a great situation. So Little Trek are in a bit of a weak spot now, and I think Intermarché should try, at least try, just give it as much as they have, just to put, yeah, because right now it's Johnson Milano and Timilia really yeah, suffering a lot. You guys making fun of me saying gave birth to a baby as opposed to what? Yeah, yeah, fair enough. I think we've never announced a birth of a child on this stream, so maybe that's why I was so weird with that. But 88 kilometers to go on the stage, 30 seconds for the white jersey and the yellow jersey and the polka dot jersey. Obviously, the polka dot jersey and the yellow jersey are both being led by Tadej Pogačar right now. Lenny Martinez, will see if he can actually bridge back up and get into some kind of contention for that. Obviously, big stage tomorrow, so there's a lot of points up for grabs. But 87.7 kilometers still to go of the stage. 32 seconds. It's a very dynamic situation on the road right now. Maybe we are going to get robbed from our last sprint, maybe. So, yeah, we will wait and see. We will wait and see. 87.4 kilometers still to go. 31 seconds. 1 minute and 29 seconds as well for the green jersey. So, yeah, let's talk about the finish as well. That's a good point. Let's bring the finish up. I'll get that for you guys. But, yeah, for the time being, it looks like we might not actually get too much of a sprinting team. I mean, if Alpecin, they have Caden Groves up there potentially. So, Caden Groves, Biniam Girmay. So, you could already form a bit of a collusion there with Alpecin and Intermarché if they did do something. But they have to be fast because you want to really drive in this pace and really put Little Trek in some problems. And then you've got the next categorized climb as well, and there you could put them in even more problems. So I think Intermarché and Alpecin really need to think fast now. I think even Bahrain Victorious might have Phil Bauhaus in here. So even Visma Lisa Bike, obviously they're not going to do that, but with Wout van Aert. So yeah, we will see. But right now, the green jersey is still a minute adrift from the second group. So we'll wait and see. We're about 40 likes away from 100, so smash the like button if you haven't already. The final flat stage of this year's Tour de France. Is this going to be one for the sprinters? Ah, yes, I remember it now. Yeah, it is quite a technical one. The lead into this. So it is a bit of a potential nightmare for some of these teams if it did come down to a sprint. But for the time being, we're just going to wait and see what's going to happen with Little Trek. They're not really getting too organized. Quinn Simmons is still leading the second group on the road. So Quinn Simmons still reacting to attacks. Tom Skoyinch is up here as well. Oh my goodness. What is this Lidl? Lidl who have been so good this year already. I mean, been up there in the classics, was up there, had a fantastic Giro as well. Did they? Yeah, Mads Pilsen. But yeah, right now they're absolutely, yeah, getting in a bit of a bother, making things hard for them to win the green jersey. So this is the technical finish, or the finish. What you will see is there's 4 roundabouts inside the last 4 kilometers. So that could definitely catch out some teams. And then I don't mean there's going to be a crash, but I just mean you can go the wrong way. The other side can be faster. And then suddenly you're like 20 riders down in the order, and that could cause a bit of friction. But yeah, 4 of those. And then you've got that very sharp corner to the left as well. So there's definitely some obstacles in the way for the riders, and there'll be nervous points there for sure. Let's put it up there because we don't need to see pictures of the moment too. But 84.8 kilometers, 33 seconds still to go. And yeah, we'll wait and see. If Biniam is in this pack, that is a very good opportunity for him. And Intermarché. Yeah, I can see Binny. I can actually see Binny. And I think maybe Caden Groves is here as well. But Movistar with Tom Skoyinch are trying to get up the road now. Together with Sean, well, I think this is Sean Flynn, Quinn Simmons as well. They're really driving the pace. I would be so angry if I was Jonathan Milan here. Because there's 50 points on the line. And they are just going to be wasted if this breakaway happens. They're taking chunks out of their teammate potentially as well to try and get back up. They're taking chunks out of themselves that could be used for potentially dragging this back and keeping this day under control. Um, yeah, I think this is Alaphilippe attacking even more. He wants that combativity, super combativity award if he can. But for the time being, it's 32 seconds. 32 seconds. So we'll wait and see. But 83.6 kilometers to go. They're really just pushing on. Not quite sure what this is about. But, yeah. Not quite sure what this is about. Yeah, they're trying to work together, is what the motorbike is saying as well. So, yeah. We will wait and see. We'll wait and see. But great to have so many people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from as well. Subscribe if you haven't, obviously. But hit the like button. Let's try and get to 100. But right now it's Movistar. It's Quinn Simmons working at the front as well. What is going on? What is Lidl Trek actually doing? I am really perplexed about this. Because obviously that green jersey is really in the balance right now. You can see it on screen. There's 22 points. He didn't take any intermediate sprint points yesterday, which I think was a huge mistake. Because let's say he took the 20 points yesterday, he would have been ahead by 44. There would have been a bit of a gap. But yeah, and then you can say, yeah, it's easy to say sitting in your room. But like, I think most of us would have said that as well. Burn a bit of riders to keep that under control, get the intermediate sprint, and then survive the Mont Ventoux. I think that's what they should have done. But that was not the case. That was not the case. Alpecin working at the front as well. So obviously they heard what we were saying, that they have probably got Caden Groves in there. So Caden Groves, yeah, Caden Groves in there. Carousel Vertigo going to the UK as well, I presume. Ross saying, has anyone ever taken yellow, green, and the polka dot jersey and the white in 1 year? Clean sweep. I guess technically Eddie Merckx has, because in his first Tour de France he won the yellow, polka dot, and green, and the white jersey didn't exist back then. So obviously he would have won that as well if it did exist. So technically Eddie Merckx, I think. Yeah, retrospectively. But Rhonda saying as well, who would say that, Scott? It's what we're here for, to hear your thoughts on strategy. There we go. What are we getting as well? Green jersey classification is so weird this year. Usually I thought this green jersey was for sprinters or breakaways. Yeah, or mainly just sprinters, I would. Yeah, well, in terms of the intermediate sprint, yeah, for sure. But yeah, changing that coefficient, I don't think it's been... Yeah, even Tadej Pogačar being criticizing that as well. So just, yeah, not really necessary, I think. The ASO overlords tinkering for no reason, really. But, I mean, it does make it interesting, though, the green jersey right now, because if they hadn't tinkered with it, John to Milan would be riding away with it. So, yeah, I think it's interesting right now. But Alpecin, they heard what we're saying, so they're working at the front in that second group. There's about 20-ish, 20, 30 seconds between the second group now. Tom Scoringe is dropping back. Finally, finally they're dropping back, these guys. Quinn Simmons probably is going to get involved in the chase together with Alpecin, but Alpecin's driving this. Lead Intermarché are not really committing to this, so I think that's a mistake. They should be trying to... They have their two main rivals of Tim Merlier and John to Milan at the back. You should really just put them under some pressure here. But right now it's 25 seconds between the John to Milan group and the second group on the road. There's 33 seconds up to that front group. Oh, okay. I think it's a lot closer. I think it's about 20 seconds now. So they seem like they've got this under control, that Milan group. But there is another Cascais climb coming up. Admittedly, not as hard. So, but maybe it'll catch some of them out again. So 79.5 kilometers by Quinn Simmons. What are you doing, mate? Like, honestly, what was that? What was that? But right now, 79 kilometers is all that separates us from the finish. the final sprint stage tomorrow. We've got the Col de la Loz. That should be a mega day. Let's be honest. But Quinn Simmons dropping back as well. So Sturvin dropping back. So all the riders from Little Trek dropping back. So yeah, Quinn Simmons, absolute knucklehead, as Chris Horner would say in that situation. So yeah, they are just getting back. They're making sure that this is recovered. They've got about 27 seconds, but with Alpecin working at the front, I mean, we did see Quinn Simmons contributing to that as well. So he was actually one of the ones forging this break as well. Yeah, we'll see the break if they can last much longer. They've got about 29 seconds. There's still about 25 seconds for the Milan group to make up. Obviously, the care package is going to drop from that second group, so they'll do pretty well to get this back. I think they'll have this under control for sure. I think this will come back, but yeah, there was just a bit of nervous times there. Yeah, Little Trek. What was that? Little Trek. Yeah, but Alpecin, they're working at the front. They're really trying to break this or forge this gap now. They probably should have started a bit earlier, in my opinion. But obviously, yeah, we're seeing the whole race situation. Maybe the sports directors were just, I don't know, was it communication problems? Was there a part here where there was no radio waves? It couldn't be transmitted. But yeah, right now we've got Alpecin rolling through with also Picnic Personnel just committing a few riders as well in there. Obviously, they have Pavel Bittner and Tobias Lund Andreasen in there. UAT Mermets close to the front, but not contributing to this. 26 seconds to that breakaway up in front. I think they might just be swept up shortly as well. I'm not even sure it is 26 seconds. But yeah, the second group on the road, they are doing a good job, but right now we're seeing the third group are closing in. They are closing in. Little Trek there. So Quinn Simmons is pulling the group that he helped drop. He's pulling it back now. So, I mean, he's come back. He's a teammate. So, I mean, it's all good, I think. But yeah, just a lot of waste, really, in terms of this. So, Jaco Ayula, they're pulling. Soudal Quickstep are pulling. Ineos Grenadiers kind of in this as well. Tim Murley on the wheel of Geraint Thomas. But Quinn Simmons, the Captain America, you really did just get back and did pull his weight to get this back. So doing a good job there as well. But for the time being, 76.6 kilometers to go, 25 seconds on the break. They have more or less closed this gap now. So they more or less closed the gap. And we'll wait and see if they can do something. But yeah, tomorrow is going to be the Alps for the riders, so that will be very interesting, let's be honest. Yeah, we'll wait and see. But for the time being, it is looking very good for the riders. They could potentially do something. The sprinters, this is their last opportunity. I don't think they're going to survive that stage 21. But yeah, we'll wait and see. Anything can happen, as we say, but for the time being, it's looking pretty hard, well, pretty good, pretty strong at the moment. They're pushing on a lot. 27 seconds here, 27 seconds of a difference right now, so we'll wait and see if they will be able to really pull this back, the breakaway, I mean. But the breakaway are doing pretty well to hold these guys off. They were charging a lot as well, so it's a fairly good effort. But in the second group, it's mainly now Tour de Pro Cycling and Picnic Personnel towards the front. Julien Philippe is riding third wheel right now. Israel Primatech up there as well, and Alpecin committing 2 riders as well. So there is still a momentum going on there at the front, and they might just bring this back very shortly. We're seeing Intermarché rider Louis Barret. He's kind of in no man's land right now with the team cars. He's the one who came down, so we'll wait and see. What are we saying as well? Quinn is heading out on the tour with Metallica after the Tour de France. Probably is, isn't he? But 74.8 kilometers. Louis Barret is out the back now. The green jersey, they're all back together in that second group. The pace is well and truly on now. The average has gone up to 44 kilometers an hour. We were on 42 a while ago. And they have got like a bit of a, what would we say, like a net descent all the way to the bottom of the start of the rise again for that second categorized climb in Cap 4. 3.5 kilometers at 3.5%, so that's very easy to remember. But there, of course, I think we are going to get Intermarché, Alpecin potentially. Well, we hope get on the front and really smash it hard. Are we seeing Merlier here towards the front now? Is this Merlier? We're only seeing the helicopter shot. It looks like he is the European champion on the wheel of his teammate. So not quite sure what this is about. Yeah, Merlier and his teammate have just got a few bike lengths on the peloton. So no one really wanting to follow them there. And what I was saying as well, if you could have picked at any stage of the tour, which stage would you have picked yesterday was something. Yeah, I think yesterday was a pretty good stage. I think we've had quite a number of good stages as well. Maybe we should have a vote of that. We haven't changed the poll so far in the stream. But Tim Merlier doing a good job there. Tom Scoringe just on bottle duties as well. And many people are picking Merlier for the win. And 14% though, so 40% saying Biniam Girmay. But I mean, Intermarché is definitely in a bit of a spot of bother. They really need to do something. They really need this stage win, let's be honest. There's not really, yeah, they need this to save their tour, to be honest. But we're 8 likes away from 100, so smash that like button if you haven't already as well. We'll wait and see what's going to happen on the stage. But who's going to be winning this? That's the big question as well. Could we maybe see a big win from Alpecin as well? Could they maybe add another one? They've taken one stage with Mathieu van der Poel. They took a stage with Jasper Philipsen as well. So maybe they could get a third stage win. So both those two superstars of their team have, of course, left the race. So that's a big shame. So we'll wait and see if they can capitalize as well. We were all hoping that, yeah, Mathieu van der Poel in green versus Tadej Pogačar in yellow. It's not going to happen. But yeah, that was kind of on my superfan list in going up Montmartre, but not quite happening, unfortunately. So, yeah, Soudal, Quick-Step, they're at the front right now. Maximilian Schachmann as well. We'll wait and see. But for the time being, we'll wait and see what's going to happen on the stage. But yeah, Raul Garcia, he's just out the back of, I think there's a lot of riders who are going to be hurting. Yeah, 71.6 kilometers, 46 seconds. We'll see what he can do here. But for the time being, Maximilian Schachmann, the former Paris-Nice winner, he's just driving the pace at the front. Also a former podium finisher at, yeah. But we'll wait and see. 71.2 kilometers. And it's going to be a fast lead in now. This next categorized 4 climb, that's going to be interesting. So, yeah, who's going to be winning this stage? That is the big question. But for the time being, there's a lot of teams in a good situation in that second group, but they still haven't caught the 3 riders out towards the front of Vincenzo Albanese, Quinten Pache, and Macho Bogadou with Jonas Abrahamsen. So there's actually 4 riders, not 3. So Jonas Abrahamsen, of course, taking a stage win already. Matteo Bogadou not been up there in the breaks, but not really getting anything out of it. Quinten Pache, obviously, as well. Yeah. 51 seconds for the riders still, so we'll wait and see. But for the time being, it's a pretty good situation for the break. Well, not really, let's be honest. I don't know why I was trying to go with that. Obviously, it's not a good situation for the break. They're going to be caught before maybe that categorized 4 climb. I don't think they are going to be seeing the top of that climb. And then after that climb, we've got a fairly flat run in to the finish. And then we'll see who's going to be winning this stage. It could really be up in the air of who's going to take this. 70 kilometers to go, 54 seconds, 55 seconds. And right now, this stage could really come down to a fast one. And we have got that very interesting profile in the last 4 kilometers. 4 roundabouts as well. So, yeah, we will wait and see. But for the time being, we're seeing Tim Wellens as well in the team car. Stage winner himself as well. 5 stage wins so far. For UAE Team Emirates. They could add more victories as well. We could maybe see Tadej Pogačar win the last 3 stages. You never know. You never know. Yeah. We'll wait and see, but for the time being, less than 70 kilometers to go. 1 minute now. It's built up a bit. So it's built up a bit now for the break. They will have a bit more comfort, a bit more less stress as well. So maybe they will be able to do something. We'll wait and see. But for the time being, yeah, that green jersey competition is not looking too good. It's looking very in the balance right now. I think Milan needs at least 2nd place in this sprint, or it could be curtains, really. The maths is very tight. It's very tight. So we'll wait and see. But he needs to pick up intermediate sprint points tomorrow and the day after as well in the Manchester jersey. Sudal Quickstep radio message saying very strong, guys, very strong. So we'll see what they're doing. Okay, I think that was a very old message. So 1 minute and 4 seconds. 1 minute and 4 seconds. There you go. 1 minute and 4 seconds. So the break have been given a bit more of a leash. It was down to about 25 seconds at one point. But Maximilian Schachmann doing a good job. I mean, they really did manage to close that very well. And Silent Owl Scribe, I think Primož Roglic will win in a breakaway tomorrow. I mean, if he did do that, that would be quite impressive. But for the time being, yeah, sitting inside top 6. And maybe he could get himself in 4th place. You never know. Oh, no, top 5. He's 5th, ahead of Vauclan now. But if he could get rid of Oscar Onley, it would be a 3-4 for Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe. And I think they would very much like to do that. So great to have so many people in the chat. Smash the like button as well if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and get involved in the chat as well. And I think it's time for a new poll as well. We've got too many votes in that, so quite a interesting one to say the least. Who will win the green jersey? There we go. Who will win the green jersey? Let's just use that. It could be Milan or probably Pogačar. So it's between the two of them, I think. With Mathieu van der Poel dropping out with pneumonia, that was the report. So that was a great shame as well for the race. But yeah, right now 67.4 kilometers still to go. Over a minute now for the riders, and we'll wait and see. Who's going to be winning this stage? That remains to be seen. But get involved in the green jersey. Are we going to see the green jersey won by the Tour de France winner for the first time in many years? I mean, when's the last time we had that? Maybe we could go a bit of a deep dive on that as well. But Tadej Pogačar certainly will be looking to do absolutely gobble up as many jerseys as possible. The polka dot jersey he's wearing as well, and I mean that classification we should probably bring up as well, because that one's fairly open right now to a few riders. So that one we could see, well, we can almost predict who's going to try and get in the breakaway from who's in the top 10 of that jersey. So the polka dot jersey, yeah, let's have a look at that as well, because that does paint a bit of a picture of who will be in that breakaway. I think one sad thing for the breakaway is that, or for the mountains jersey, is that Henri de Grange prize is at the finish of the stage, and there's quite a lot of points allocated to that. So if Tadej Pogačar wins tomorrow, he's going to be taking that Henri de Grange prize and a bucket load of points. But I mean, in essence, that jersey is the best climber of the race. So I mean, if he did win it, he is the best climber. So yeah, but Tadej Pogačar is equal on points with Lenny Martinez once again. They've been equal before. as we just see a very dark cloud as well in the race. So there's 65.7 kilometers. They're going through the darkness here. So yeah, this is going to be a bit nervous for the riders. Yeah, we'll wait and see if the rain plays a factor in today's stage as well. But Pogacar 60 points, Lane Martinez 60 points. Lane Martinez doesn't look too good though. Arensman as well, 48 points, so only 12 points down, so he could quickly get himself into contention as well if he does get a few points on the breakaway tomorrow. And then Jonas Vingegaard also up there. Michael Woods, as we said, is also potentially a factor, so there's quite a few riders. But yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow with that polka jersey. I think it's definitely going to be won and lost tomorrow, and then maybe solidified on the following stage. But 64.9 kilometers, 1 minute and 4 seconds. The pace has gone up to 45.2 kilometers an hour. Yeah, apparently the forecast as well for Paris is also going to be rain, so that could be one incredible race to say the least as well. And yeah, right now we will wait and see what happens on this stage, but there might be a bit of a nervous peloton here. They might just be a bit nervous about what's going on in yeah, with these potential rain conditions, potential different things that could maybe play a part as well. So we'll wait and see, but for the time being it's looking fairly good. Oh, bottles flying left, right and center. That could have been a bit nervous. These bidons going through, drop bidons going through the peloton is crazy as well. How there isn't more accidents, I will never know. But yeah, no one was hurt from that. So Jonathan Milan, we'll see what he does later in the stage as well. Can he do something? That is the big question. But yeah, we'll wait and see. But for the time being, it's looking very good for many of these riders in the sprinters bunch. I mean, there's a lot of riders who haven't gotten anything out of this. Dylan Groenewegen took a stage win last year. He hasn't tasted any success so far. Merlier desperately wants to take a third stage win. And Milan wants to take a second stage win. And Bini wants his first stage win. So you've got Pascal Ackermann in there. You've got Arnaud Delis. You've got, yeah, a whole host of riders that haven't tasted that champagne of the Tour de France yet and haven't been on the podium. So we'll wait and see. But 63.3 kilometers, 1 minute and 5 seconds. It's quite stagnant now, that lead for the breakaway riders. But it does look like the pace is picking up. We're on 45.3 kilometers average speed. The run in to the finish, Milan got asked about. Let's hear what he says. He says, yeah, it changed a lot for Alpecin that they don't have much of Vanderpool. But yeah, we'll see what happens. 62.8 kilometers to go. Caden Groves, he is in a good opportunity for himself to take a stage win. One of these riders, if he does win, he completes the set of all the Grand Tour, taking at least one stage win in every single Grand Tour. But 1 minute and 6 seconds. 1 minute and 6 seconds right now. 62.5 kilometers still to go of the stage. Jonathan Milan's teammates are at the front right now, together with Alpecin as well. So they're doing their best to keep this pressure on. They want to get this win. They're just keeping it under control. They're going about 54, 55 kilometers an hour right now. Soudal Quickstep up there as well. Soudal Quickstep know that they could potentially bag another stage win. That would be 3 for Merlier, right? 3? 2, 3. And then obviously 1 from Panapantra and 1 from Renko. So yeah, that would be quite some stat for them. They love stage wins as a team, and they've definitely been doing a good job as well. And I mean, Soudal Quickstep winning on top of Mont Ventoux. Valentin Panapantra, don't forget, he just signed for the team as well in the winter last year. So Valentin Panapantra absolutely doing a formidable job as well. So it had to kind of refocus after not having Remco Evenepoel in the race anymore. So yeah, good recovery from them, you have to say. And good that they had a bit of a plan B as well. So we'll wait and see what happens. But great to have so many people in the chat. What are we saying as well? Where is Binny? Binny, we think, is in the bunch. We're seeing Wout van Aert is just getting a new bike. A bit of a mechanical for him. So, yeah, we'll see what he's going to be doing. Wout van Aert. Maybe he's going to be able to be given his own opportunity here in the race, in this stage. That could maybe be on the cards as well. But for the time being, it's looking very good for many of these riders. Yeah. What are we saying as well? Winning a stage doesn't add points on the green jersey battle, right? It does. It does. 50 points available on these flat stages, and they've changed the categorization a bit as well. But Wout van Aert getting a good draft here from the EF Education Easy Post car. Helicopter on the side of the road. Imagine being a pro cyclist. There's so much noise everywhere. You've got fans everywhere. You've got the team cars everywhere. You've got the commissaire's car. You've got helicopters. Crazy, crazy stuff. But yeah, they're obviously very used to this. 60 kilometers to go of the stage now. They are upping the tempo. We're up to 45.5 kilometers an hour. So they've increased the pace by, the average pace by 3 kilometers in the last few kilometers as well. So very, very fast here. Very fast. What is going to happen? That is the big question right now. But we still have those 4 riders out in front. Metro Bogodo, Quintin Pache, Vincenzo Albanese, and Jonas Abrahamsen. Obviously, the French were very happy yesterday taking a stage win. They're very happy when their own riders win a stage. I think that was the first French win we had in this year's Tour. But Jonathan Milan, the man who's a multiple world champion on the track, Olympic champion on the track in the team pursuit, but also one of the best sprinters in the World Tour. Arguably the second best sprinter, you would say, behind Tim Merlier. But Quinn Simmons, now at the front, we got Thibaut Ness as well, riding second wheel. Maximilian Schachmann in third wheel. Thibaut Ness, we haven't really seen too much out of him. Unfortunately, the very good puncher. Maybe he'll just pop up in the last stage, maybe. You never know. So we'll wait and see. But Milan on the radio as well. Conzoni in there. Tim Merlier's team lining up behind Little Trek as well. So it is going to be a battle between Jonathan Milan and Tim Merlier as well for the stage win. I think in terms of that green jersey, 60% of you have gone for Tadej Pogačar to win the green jersey. So maybe that's going to happen. You never know. You never know. But Quinn Simmons, he's pushing on the American Captain America, as many people have been calling him. One of the most unique hairstyles or facial hairstyles in the peloton right now. And I wonder how many watts that mullet and the mustache kind of take out of him. But he's been very aggressive in this year's Tour as well. Very outspoken as well. I'm sure the organizers aren't pleased with that. But 58.5 kilometers, 1 minute and 7 seconds now. We haven't really talked about fines too much, so we might as well bring that up as well. We haven't mentioned that in the last few stages because we had too much going on. But in terms of jury fines, of course, we all remember the Ineos Grenadiers fine. That was a very public fine. 5,000 Swiss francs. We, of course, if you heard the rest day video with Jens Vogt, that was also a very good talking point there. He was very annoyed with that situation, shall we say. But yeah, we're up to stage 17 now. Stage 16, we had Jonas Rekard and his teammate both getting fined for sticky bottles, 250 Swiss francs. And Alpsin DS, Johnny Meersman. Remember him? He used to be very good as a rider. 500 Swiss francs, failing to respect instructions of the commissaire, 200 Swiss francs. So there we have it. And on stage 15, we had Mike Chernison getting fined for irregular feed, whatever that means, 200 Swiss francs. XDS Astana, Fornov, the former rider as well, who is a DS now, irregular feed, 500 Swiss francs. Victor Campenas, disposing of waste outside the waste zone, 500 Swiss francs, and 25 UCI points, penalization. That's quite a heavy one, isn't it? Quite a heavy one. But great to have so many people in the chat. We're almost at 500 in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from as well. We are watching stage 17, not the most exciting stage in terms of profile, so I appreciate you all being here. But we have, of course, got a very, very spicy stage tomorrow. So we'll wait and see. But for the time being, they are doing about 45.5 kilometers an hour. That is a very, very fast pace by these guys. We'll see if they're going to be able to up this even more. They've got the category 4 climb. This is probably where you want to see little trek. Well, you would probably want to see Intermarché and Upson really drilling it to put Tim Merlier and John to Milan in some problems, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Robert Shark saying, imagine how much safer the race would be if people stuck to the Jens Vogt rule, no feet on the pavement. Yeah, true. You saw it on 112. People were so close to the riders. There was no respect there. Really, I wonder if anyone was caught out. So yeah, it's quite alarming how close they get sometimes, and there has been instances when they get involved, obviously. And you guys, was it Robert Shark who mentioned it that we had Jonas Vingegaard crashing with a photographer? That was after the finishing line as well. Not the first time something's happened with him after the finishing line. So we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see on the stage. But yeah, it's certainly an interesting one to say the least. What's happening on the road right now? 55.7 kilometers to go. 1 minute and 14 seconds. 1 minute and 14 seconds. That's the lead for the breakaway. Are they going to be able to hold this? That is the big question as well. But 1 minute and 13 seconds right now. 1 minute and 13 seconds. They are upping it, so it is going up. It has increased marginally, but they're doing a good job. The four riders at the front, Bogardo, Albanese, and Abrahamson as well with Pache. So 2 French riders, a Norwegian and an Italian. All of these guys up towards the front for a very long time so far today. So we'll wait and see what happens. But yeah, Louis Barret crashing on the pavement. That was a very, very bad incident at the beginning of the stage. What are we saying as well? It varies depending on the stage. And yeah, let us know who you think is going to win as well. And it is looking like we are going to get a sprint finish today. So sprint finish, that means return of sprint analysis on the Cycling Day and Extra channel after the stage. And maybe, hopefully it'll be a clean sprint. We've had clean sprints for most of them, I think, in the last few sprint stages of the tour. So we'll wait and see. Yeah, a lot of these fans quite alarming with their behavior, and I don't think many of them even care too much about the riders. Sometimes they just care about their video. So obviously there are true fans as well that get it wrong sometimes. And yeah, it's a hard one, isn't it? Because what do? Do you put barriers up all the way up? I mean, yesterday that would have been 19 kilometers worth of barriers. The manpower to put that up is probably quite extraordinary. So yeah, we'll see. But 54.5 kilometers, still 45.5 kilometers average speed, 1 minute and 15 seconds. So they're doing very good to keep this up. So yeah, obviously there have been deaths as well in bike races with fans. I remember, wasn't there one in one of the Belgian classics where there was a rider who hit an old lady and she actually died from it. So yeah, it can go wrong. It can go very, very wrong. What I'm saying is, like, for the last climb, you're going to have a more tailwind, and then it looks like cross tail all the way till 10 kilometers to go, then cross head from 10 to go, and the finish straight is more tailwind. That is what Ineos Grenadiers are saying to the riders right now. So Ineos Grenadiers may be thinking about doing something. We saw them with a bit of action early on. Not quite sure what that was about, but yeah, maybe they just wanted to do a bit of effort, as some of you are saying. Try and get some sponsor visibility as well. But they're having a somewhat good tour. Let's grade Ineos Grenadiers, what you think of Ineos Grenadiers in this year's tour. Let's presume that they finish with Carlos Rodriguez inside the top 10, and maybe they can get Arensman, that polka dot jersey, potentially. Grade Ineos's tour so far. I don't at B plus. That seems a bit high. We can give them a B. I think B minus, C plus. I think given their budget, you have to go somewhere like this. So yeah, let us know what you think, who you think, what grading Ineos Grenadiers so far. We can do EF Education Easy Post as well. Very popular team with many people. But 53.3 kilometers. Big tailwind, they're saying, so it will be a very fast one. The speed has dropped a bit, the average pace. So it's 45.3 kilometers an hour. Still very, well, not very fast, but it's quite fast. Very fast, as we know, is about 48 kilometers an hour for these guys, which we have seen very many times as well. But for the time being, it's a very calm affair at the front. They're just trying to keep this under control, making sure that they can just no one really get caught out. Little Trek just got a bit of a slap on the wrist, and they'll wait and see if they can just maintain this now, because it's a good position for them right now. But we'll wait and see if they do this a bit better here on this climb. I think this climb won't be as troubling as the first one. 57.7 kilometers, 1 minute and 11 seconds still for the breakaway riders. So they're doing a very good job to keep in the front right now. They're just making sure that they're kept out of trouble, nothing really happening too much, and they're just making sure that nothing is too difficult for them right now. But are we going to get a stage win? We'll wait and see. But for the time being, they are just pushing on. 1 minute and 11 seconds. 1 minute and 11 seconds. 41 kilometers an hour for that front group. I mean, Little Trek is still working. I think they've just taken a bit of the sting out of this chase as well. So they've got it under control with less than a minute and a half. I mean, this is not really going to be too bothering for them right now. It's come down to 45.2 kilometers an hour now. 45.2 kilometers. We got Adam Yates. We can see him next to the British national champion of Sam Watson. And 1 minute and 12 seconds right now. What are we saying as well? Best IG in the peloton. Victor Campenaerts. Anyone else have any favorites? Is that best Instagram? Best Instagram. I mean, Tadej Pogačar is quite entertaining. Magnus Cort is quite entertaining as well. Mathieu van der Poel, maybe not. I mean, Jonas Vingegaard is just kind of a billboard. His Instagram, I don't even think he's in control. I don't think he touches his social media, if I'm honest. 51.6 kilometers, 1 minute and 11 seconds right now. Seeing the Spanish flag on the side of the road as well. They're not really taking too many chunks out of this right now. We have got the Cat 4 climb coming up as well. 3.5 kilometers and 3.5% average gradient. That should be a bit tricky. It will be a very fast run-in, I think, for the riders. I think the sprinters teams are going to be very interested about this as well. So, we'll wait and see. 46% of you are giving a C to Ineos Grenadiers' Tour de France so far. I mean, how are we judging this? Are we judging it by the team? Are we judging it by the funding? I mean, this is probably as much as they could have hoped for. Maybe a bit higher with Carlos Rodriguez getting maybe a 6th to 7th place. And it looks like Rodriguez is going to be keeping on to that 100%, finishing inside the top 10 in a Grand Tour, which I think is a phenomenal stat, really. Obviously, we've got the same thing with Tadej Pogačar. Jonas Vingegaard doesn't have it because in the 2020 Vuelta a España, he didn't finish inside the top 10. Obviously working for Primož Roglič. So, yeah, really came on leaps and bounds from that as well. Working for Roglič. Now he's leading Roglič and has 2 more Tour de France's than Roglič will probably ever get, unfortunately. Roglič, what could have been on La Planche de Belfi. But 50.6 kilometers still to go. 1 minute and 9 seconds. 1 minute and 9 seconds. Are we going to see a big move here? That is the big question from many of these riders. Yeah, the breakaway doing a good job just to keep this momentum going. And maybe we're going to see something happening in a bit, but we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Are we going to see a big move from maybe who? Quentin Pache? Maybe Abrahamson's going to hit out on that next climb as well. So, yeah, maybe. We'll wait and see. I mean, this poll isn't really tickling many people's fancy, so we might get a new poll as well. So, yeah. 50.2 kilometers to go. Crash. Alaphilippe has crashed again. Oh, Alaphilippe. Oh, Alaphilippe crashing. That's not good. Uno X ride it down as well. Ineos Grenadiers ride it down. Intermarché ride it down. Groupama FDJ ride it down. So how did that crash happen? Not quite sure about that. But a crash just happened. 63. Ooh, this looks like the Spanish national champion of years gone by. It is Rodriguez. It is the number 10 in GC. Rodriguez is down. So he's back on the bike now, being paced back by his teammate. But yeah, Rodriguez is struggling now. That is not what you wanted to see from Rodriguez. Ripped jersey as well. But Rodriguez, we have to see how hard that crash was as well. But Rodriguez, not a good time. Not a good time for him. Touch of wheels. I think Rodriguez was fine. I think it was Alaphilippe who was the worst one caught out on that. So, yeah, we will wait and see. But it looks like Alaphilippe, but even Alaphilippe wasn't hit that hard. It was kind of a bit of a tumble, and it wasn't soft grass. So, yeah, I think it's fine. I don't think anyone really felt that too much. It'll just been a bit of an annoying one. It wasn't too hard, so we'll wait and see. What? Why is that? Scott McMillan, Alexi Maynard is okay after being resurrected, resuscitated, following a crash in the last corner of the final stage of the Tour of Belgium. Cycling is dangerous. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. I mean, we even got the reminder in the Valadosta race, unfortunately. That was a great shame. But 48.4 kilometers still to go. 1 minute and 13 seconds. 1 minute and 13 seconds. So we'll wait and see now. We'll wait and see if this breakaway is going to be able to keep this all the way to the finish. Obviously, we know it's doomed. Absolutely doomed. I don't think we're going to see that. So we'll wait and see. Yeah, they're doing a good job here right now. And potentially we will just see a big move from one of them. I think it's going to be Upper Thompson here on the last one. Yeah, Carlos Rodriguez is already back in the peloton, so they've just paced back as well. So not really getting caught out there at all, but they're doing a good job right now. 1 minute and 47 seconds for Alaphilippe, so he's just about 30 seconds back, but he's just getting drafted by the Uno X team car. So yeah, no one really caught up there too much. Just maybe a bit more annoying. Oh. Yeah, I think the stage is boring me. Come on, guys. We need some action, not in the form of a crash. Remember when early on in the tour I said we needed some action and then a crash happened? That was absolutely mortifying. I'm not saying that I have any control of what happens on the race. Of course not. But 1 minute and 13 seconds. So the front group or the front brake have just upped the tempo a bit, or they've just been given a bit of a longer leash as well. 47.5 kilometers. Alaphilippe 1 minute and 43 seconds. So right now it's looking pretty good for these guys. It's looking pretty good right now. We'll wait and see if they can do something else as well. But yeah, they're in a pretty good situation right now. And maybe we will just see something happening. I think Abrahamsen is going to be the one taking the points at the front, potentially. But we'll wait and see. But right now, Abrahamsen looking good right now. And maybe he can just do something later on in the race. So we'll wait and see. But for the time being, 47 kilometers still to go of the stage. 1 minute and 14 seconds they build up. Alaphilippe just hanging off 21 seconds behind as well. So, yeah, it's a quite stagnant situation right now. And, yeah, maybe. Okay, they are on this category 4 climb, 3.6% at 3.5% average gradient. And, yeah, we'll see how the peloton tackle this. Are they really going to be driving into this? That is what, well, would be quite interesting. And I think Abrahamsen is potentially going to take that point. But Bogador is riding very well. Bogador is absolutely riding very well. Alaphilippe, he's on the team cameras again. Probably not how he would have wanted to get attention today. But Alaphilippe doing his best to stay at the front here. Matthias Lovell as well, having bike problems. The French rider from Israel Primotek. We've got Uno X up towards the front as well. Or towards the back. But Alaphilippe just getting a sticky bottle there. We talked about sticky bottle finds from the Alpecin riders. So, yeah, I wonder what the commissaires say about sticky bottles. Is it like 5 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds? But 46.5 kilometers to go. We'll wait and see what happens on the stage. But right now, it is a bit of an interesting one for the break. They are probably going to take that point. I have changed my opinion. I did say they weren't going to take that point, but I think it's going to happen. The pace has dropped down, so it's dropped down about 0.6 kilometers an hour. The average pace for the stage is just under 45 kilometers an hour right now. But 3.6 kilometers is what the peloton are embarking on now as well. So the peloton are on the road now. So they are there, 46.2 kilometers. Will they be able to do something? We'll wait and see. But for the time being, it's looking pretty good right now for the teams. They are just pushing on now. And 46 kilometers to go. Are we going to see something happening? That is the big question. But for the time being, we're seeing Alaphilippe getting back into the back end of the peloton as well. So, yeah. So, we'll wait and see. But Alaphilippe, very popular figure. Very popular in the Tour. Very popular just all out in cycling. Very, very good history with the Tour de France, as we know. Yeah. 2.5 kilometers to go. Mike Woods here. Is he just pushing on? Is this Mike Woods? The Canadian from Israel Primotek. I think he might just be pushing on a bit. We've got Quinn Simmons on his wheel as well. So, yeah, this is very interesting now. Very, very interesting. Israel Primotek. Are they thinking about Pascal Ackermann here? Maybe Pascal Ackermann is a bit better climber. Just wants to just up the ante here. 2.3 kilometers still to go. Well, not for these guys, for the front group who are 1 minute up the road. They have taken about 13 seconds away from the break as well. So the break have just lost a few seconds. And yeah, it's looking pretty good right now. So the break are having a good day. Well, a good effort, kind of. 45.5 kilometers. They're not going to hold this, let's be honest. We all know this. I'm not going to try and argue that case. It's not going to happen. We know it's definitely not happening. But they're doing a good job and managing the gap. It's never gone more than 2 minutes since we've come on. So, yeah, they've had a pretty good management of the breakaway. Oh, attack from Wout van Aert. Wout van Aert. Ooh. Wout van Aert attack. Yeah. Wout van Aert attack. That was not in the script. So Wout van Aert has just attacked off the front. Not in my bingo card. I don't think many people are seeing Wout van Aert attack here, but all for it. You want to see unleashed Wout van Aert, release Wout van Aert. And he hasn't had many opportunities for himself in this year's tour. Maybe that stage 21, he's able to go off by himself. But a man who has a great history with the Tour de France is absolutely just rocketing up the road right now. So, yeah, we'll wait and see what he can do here. But absolutely great work by him. And maybe we will see something. Maybe we'll see him do something here. So he's doing a good job just to get some space between himself and the rest of the riders. 35 seconds, they're saying, up to the front group. He's got about 17 seconds of a gap already to the breakaway now. So he's doing a good job just to keep this momentum on. We'll see if he's going to be able to do it. But yeah, I think he will be bridging across quite quickly. And yeah, we're seeing a lot of riders. Yeah, no response really from the peloton from Wout van Aert doing that. And yeah, as Bill said, release Wout, release Wout. So Wout van Aert just attacking up the front. Are we going to see Jonas Vingegaard attack up to him? No, of course not. Let's be honest. We'll wait and see. Great to have Savage Pro in the chat as well. Great to have Stuart from Japan. Great to have so many people around the world. Yeah, what are we saying as well? Ronda might need Scott to mention it because people are listening and not watching. What did I not mention? Yeah, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And smash the like button if you haven't already because, yeah, why not? But, because it's free. Not many things in life are free, but this is. But less than 600 meters to go for that solitary point for the breakaway. Are they going to be able to do it? Yeah, 24 seconds for Wout van Aert to make up here. He is absolutely going to bridge across to these guys quickly, I think. This is going to be Wout van Aert's show. Maybe he's going to be able to do it. If anyone can hold 43 kilometers an hour, 43 kilometers from the peloton, I think Wout van Aert could maybe do it. Interesting that he's gone for this approach as well. So obviously, Wout van Aert is not the... He's not a pure sprinter. We know this. He's a classics rider. He's an all-round rider. But at the front now, Albanese is desperately trying to up the pace as well. He doesn't want to get Wout van Aert here. And many of these other riders as well. But Wout van Aert is absolutely motoring it up this climb. What a gallop by the Belgian former national champion. And yeah, can he potentially get a stage win here? 43.2 kilometers. 27 seconds he's got to the breakaway. So he's coming up towards that Cat 4 climb. No points available. There was just that 1 point. And that, of course, went to Vincenzo Albanese. But right now, he's absolutely pushing on. Pushing on like his life depends on it, and he's well and truly in pursuit of that group. So we will wait and see. But Wout van Aert desperately hunting this down. He desperately wants to take a stage win. He doesn't want to leave the tour without a stage, especially when Wout van Aert, Mathieu van der Poel, his arch rival, has taken a stage. So Wout van Aert, is he going to be able to take the stage? That seems like a good poll as well. So yeah, who will win the stage? Who will win the stage? Van Aert, Milan, Merlier, or other. We can put it like that. But if Wout van Aert joins up to this group, I think he will be a very good asset for the front group. And maybe they have a bit more of an opportunity to stay away. So we'll wait and see. But for the time being, it's looking very good right now. 42 kilometers to go. 42 kilometers to go on the stage. Are we going to see a stage victory from Wout van Aert? Is it going to happen? Visma Lease bike having tasted success so far with Simon Yates. But yeah, we'll wait and see. Montana Dane. Can you do a poll on the most handsome? No. 41.5 kilometers to go. 54 seconds. Yellow jersey, polka dot jersey, white jersey, and green jersey all in the same group. But right now, it is looking very good. Looking very good for the peloton for a sprint finish. The pace has dropped. It's almost dropped a kilometer average pace since we last checked on it. But we have also tackled that last categorized climb as well of the day, the Cat 4 climb. So we will wait and see. But great to have almost 600 people in the chat. We're almost at 200 likes as well. And subscribe to the channel if you're new here as well. We got the sprint analysis coming up after the race as well. So we'll be doing that to see what we can nitpick from that. But yeah, right now 40.7 kilometers to go. Are we going to see something special today? That is the big question. But for the time being, it's looking like Wout van Aert, 24 seconds. It's going to be a lot of energy to get up there. It's a shame that Campenaerts wasn't up there towards the front, and then he could have dropped back and just helped his countrymen out. But not quite there. 30 seconds still. So he's in a bit of no man's land here. He's not caught the riders at the front, but he's not really got a huge distance between himself and that peloton. The peloton have about 23 seconds on him, or he has on them, and the break have about 34 seconds on him. So he is a bit in no man's land right now. So we'll wait and see. Albanese is upping the tempo here, so the riders at the front really not wanting a Wout van Aert figure in that group. I think, yeah, probably for the best, if we're honest. So we'll wait and see. But I mean, getting one more rider in there who, if he did do his turn, certainly would be very good. But release Wout, yeah, release Wout has just happened. Space saying Jonas doesn't want him in the break. Probably not. They have said that they have put riders in the break. Obviously, this isn't the break. He's attacking from the peloton. So we'll wait and see. So we'll wait and see what's going to happen. Yeah, many things can happen on the stage today as well. Are we going to see more crashes? We've had a few crashes. Louis Barret crashing. But right now we're seeing 34 seconds is the bridge that Wout van Aert is having to bridge. 22 seconds for the peloton. So I don't know if he's actually going to make it, if I'm honest. Most of you in the chat going for Wout van Aert to take the victory here. So we'll wait and see. Jonas Abrahamsen, is he going to be able to do something here? Ah, okay, there we go. Okay, Space meant Jonas Abrahamsen, not Jonas Vingegaard. But, yeah. Does Jonas Vingegaard care about this? I mean, you want a strong Wout as well for the stage tomorrow, but maybe they've come to the realization that maybe you can't do anything against Tadej Pogačar. But you never know. You have to keep trying because you never know. Tadej could have a bad day and then go backwards. We saw that the last time they were at the Col de la Loz. So Visma Lease Bike need to just keep trying, plugging away. 38 kilometers to go. We're seeing the back end of the peloton. Riders flying through from the team cars. 55 seconds, 37.9 kilometers still to go on the stage. 35 seconds for Wout van Aert. So he's still kind of in no man's land here. But this is going to be a very fast finish. The pace is coming up again as well. They're doing 56 kilometers an hour. So the average pace has jumped up back to 45.1 kilometers an hour. And they have got that tailwind as well that they said. So I think this is going to be very fast run in. And that could be very dangerous as well. So Wout van Aert with the Red Bull helmet, absolutely trying to do impressive ride, but I think it's really not coming his way, and I think that tailwind is not going to help him as well. Motivated guys at the front, so I think Wout van Aert is, yeah, maybe he should just not chase this down. I think it's come a bit away from him now. But we'll wait and see. He could prove me wrong as well, win the stage, and then I completely look wrong as well. So we'll wait and see. But for the time being, it is looking very good for the breakaway to some extent. It's looking even better for the sprint. The rain, it is apparently raining at the finish as well. So that's going to be very nervous times. We spoke about it earlier as well. Remember that final finish? We were saying it with the last four corners. And as I just talk about that, I'm just gonna head over and get the charger for the laptop. So, but we have got the last 4 kilometers has 4 roundabouts in there, and that's certainly gonna catch some teams out potentially. It could be very nervous times for many of the riders, and we'll wait and see if they are gonna be able to do something, or someone's gonna get caught out by that as well. But I've recovered the charger for the laptop, so all that is done. And we'll wait and see what happens now on the stage. 36 kilometers still to go. And we have got Wout van Aert really pushing on. He's 43 seconds down though. So I think the break, they are really pushing on right now as well. The break are really pushing on. So we'll wait and see. But for the time being, it's looking very good for the break. They have just increased their margin ever so slightly here. So the margin has just been increased. So release Wout, go Wout. Yeah, there you have it. So we'll wait and see. Yeah, the break rejected Wout essentially. Yeah, I think that's also what happened. I would definitely not want Wout in my break. A guy who's a very good sprinter. So we'll wait and see. It's looking very wet. Okay, they're saying now it started to rain at the 10 kilometers to go. 10 kilometers to go, it started raining. Ooh, that's going to be worrying. Of course, many of these teams have team cars up the road as well. They have Soigneurs up there. So they will report back and forth to each other. Very big teams, these pro teams. So yeah, we'll wait and see. Not quite as big as Formula One teams, but they're still very big. I think they have like 50 people in backroom staff. Some of the bigger teams. You've got mechanics, you've got soigneurs, you've got nutritionists, you've got the chef, you've got coaches, you've got a whole bunch of people. About 35 kilometers to go. And what is going to happen? That is the big question here. Wet roads is also going to be nervous roads. Those roundabouts are certainly going to be very nervous, as we said. Those four roundabouts and that very sharp bend to the left, almost inside the last K to go, is certainly going to be a bit worrying for many of these riders. But 34.6 kilometers to breakaway Abrahamsen. Maybe he's going to see an opportunity here. Stage win could be on the up for grabs. Oh my goodness, Jordi Meus is still in this race. So the last time we had the Champs-Élysées, he was the winner. I think he's crashed a few times, but Jordi Meus, what a trooper. Keeping on and doing a very good job to keep going in this race as well. So Jordi Meus, absolute trooper. Doing a very good job just to be up here. And we'll wait and see if he can do something here today as well. So, Jordi Meus, absolutely warrior right now to stay in this race. So, let's hope no more crashes. It really could catch some riders out. I think these roundabouts maybe just neutralize the finish. I know, just say the GC times are taken out, because then you get rid of the GC teams. And I don't think that impacts the racing too much. I think we're all a bit worried when we see the GC teams in there anyway. So I think at this point they should just neutralize the finish in terms of time, but then have it open for the sprinters. So then you would take all the GC teams out, and it would be fine. But I don't know if they're going to do that. 33.5 kilometers to go. Wout van Aert being brought back in the fold now. So unfortunately to everyone who voted for Wout van Aert, he's been brought back. So Wout van Aert is back, and 33.4 kilometers still to go on the stage. And Quinn Simmons working very well at the front. He might get his own opportunity on stage 20 or stage 21. But yeah, he's a very solid rider, I think. I think he's a very good rider. And sometimes just don't do interviews. I think the motor comment after the Tim Wellens win rubbed a lot of people up the wrong way. I thought maybe that would catch some fire and then maybe people would point it out, but it kind of went the other way. I don't know about you guys, what you felt about that. But yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know. He's probably benefited of a moto drag as well sometimes. I don't know. I didn't really see anything that like caught my eye, but maybe we should all go back and look at that stage. 32.5 kilometers, 1 minute and 4 seconds. I mean, this breakaway up in the front, they're doing a good job just to keep this pace on and really just keep it under control. So I think they're doing a fairly good job to maintain this. We'll wait and see what happens, but they're doing a very good job just to maintain this right now. And 1 minute and 3 seconds right now. 1 minute and 3 seconds. Anything can happen on the stage, and especially in these wet conditions. Soudal Quickstep, Little Trek, they desperately want to try and take the stage win. Are they going to be able to do that? That is the big question as well. But for the time being, they're doing a good job to just keep the momentum going, keeping the pressure on, and maybe they will just be able to really thunder down some pressure later on, Alpecin and Soudal Quickstep. So we'll wait and see. But for the time being, it's looking very good for many of these riders. And who is it going to be that takes the victory? Biniam Girmay, I mean, maybe he can do it. Maybe he's able to do something here. We're not quite sure. But yeah, Vincenzo Albanese, we got Quentin Pache in there as well. It's looking very good for many of these riders. 3.1 kilometers still to go. They're saying the rain is coming down. It's not super cold that they're saying, but it is coming down quite a lot. So, yeah, this is worrying times right now. Worrying times for the sprinters teams, for the GC teams as well. They are just trying to see what they can do here as well. But are they going to be able to do anything? That is the big question. They can maybe just get this under control, the sprinters teams. Picnic personnel getting involved in the chase as well. So they're thinking about their two sprinters of Pavel Bittner and Tobias Halil-Johannesson. But you can see the road surface right now is absolutely disastrous. And there could maybe be some teams caught out by this, I think. And yeah, come on, organizers. Just neutralize it for the GC riders, I think. Yeah, right now it's looking fairly good right now for many of these riders. But 30 kilometers still to go. The breakaway is still holding on at the front. Still 1 minute and 7 seconds. So they're doing a good job at the front. They're really doing a good job just to keep this up. But Groupama FDJ in there with Pache. You've got Macho Bogodo in there. You've got Abrahamson and you have Vincenzo Albanese. So those four riders, they work very well together. They're still doing very good. The pace has gone up to 45.4 kilometers an hour average for the stage. So they're doing a good job here at the front. But 29.8 kilometers still to go over the stage. And the pace is high. The pace is definitely starting to mount again. Macho Bogado, what can he do here? I mean, these guys, if they could hold it all the way to the finish, that would be very impressive. But I think the sprinters teams are really going to ramp it up. And the day will probably be up before we come to the 10 kilometers to go. 10 kilometers to go is what they're saying is kind of the big rain place. Valentin Panapantra winning yesterday on Mont Ventoux, but in services of his teammate here. So Valentin Panapantra, absolute trooper here. Working for Tim Merlier, that team very united to try and get some success here as well. But Quinn Simmons is working at the front now. Quinn Simmons really just upping the ante as well. He wants to try and get something out of this. 1 minute and 4 seconds. 1 minute and 4 seconds. 29 kilometers to go. Is he going to be able to win this? Matej Morahic in the team car or the Lotto drafting the car here. Yeah, not too much out of him, the Slovenian, but at the front we got Quinn Simmons really just knuckling down for his teammate John Milan. We got Lotto in there as well, Picnic Personnel, Tsudao Quickstep, Visma Lisa Bike up towards the front as well. So yeah, a lot of teams getting involved there. You got UET you got the riders of the breakaway still maintaining an advantage over a minute right now. So they are just keeping this up. As well. But we're getting a team radio coming up through as well in a bit from Total Energies. Come on, Metro. Come on. Believing. The rain is an opportunity. There you go. There we can see what Total Energies think about this as well. So we're getting ever closer to that last 4 kilometers. That is going to be very interesting. Four roundabouts coming into that, and then a very sharp left-hand bend is going to be very exciting. But Matej Morahic, what happened here? Slow-mo from him. Just getting annoyed at the Tudor Pro car, giving a bit of evils there. But Quinn Simmons is working at the front. Just trying to do his best, upping the watts a bit. His mullet, probably 20 watts worth of drag. But he's doing a very good job here. The American national champion working on behalf of John to Milan. Really, really good teammate. A strong rider. And we will wait and see what's going to happen here. But anything can happen. Anything can happen on the stage. 27.7 kilometers. 1 minute and... 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go for the break. They're holding this very well. And I mean... Stop spamming, I guess. Yeah, no, I'm not putting the race on and get sued by ASO for all the money I'm worth, for all the 2 pennies. But 27.2 kilometers to go, 58 seconds. Yeah. Lotto really pushing on as well. They got Anna Deli there, one of their teams trying to get something out of this as well. Picnic Personnel in there. So Quickstep trying to also get involved in the chase. So there are a lot of teams getting involved in this. So it's not a complete one-sided show for many of these riders. But DSM or Picnic Personnel, they're doing a very good job to just maintain the gap at the front Are they going to be able to do something? We'll wait and see. But they are really just putting a pace on now, Picnic Personnel, together with Sodal Quickstep. What a showing by these teams. They're doing a good job now, but they're still not making too much of an inroad here on the front. So wet conditions, absolutely terrible conditions. And imagine the spray you're going to get from the riders in front of you as well. So not ideal. They're definitely not having mud guards on. But 26.4 kilometers still to go, 56 seconds. The peloton are going, they're absolutely motoring at 54, 57 kilometers an hour. The average pace has come up now to 45.7 kilometers an hour. So it's definitely increasing a lot here. So, yeah, we will wait and see. But right now, it's absolutely going strong here. So, but, yeah, are we going to see a stage win from Sodal Quickstep? Merlier desperately wants to take this win, I think. Quickstep, that would be 2 for 2. And that would be a very impressive one, to say the least. Will Milan win today? I mean, I think that's a pretty good question as well. That green jersey really needs him to win, if we're honest. But right now, it's Maximilian Schachmann absolutely just giving a good effort here. The man who has won Paris-Nice in the past has finished top 3 as well in Amstel Gold. But he's really just upping the ante here at the front. Luke Durbridge is coming to the front as well, the Australian road race champion. And Quinn Simmons also getting involved. So a few national champions up towards the front. But yeah, Bahrain victorious. They probably are going to be interested in this as well with Il Bauhaus. But 25.4 kilometers. This break has zero chance. They're absolutely going to be swept up. Absolutely going to be swept up for sure. I don't think this is going to happen. DB Cooper saying, I think break versus peloton pole time, Scott. Yeah, okay, we'll do that one. But yeah, break 47 seconds. I'll try and see if I can get a screenshot of the conditions as well. But who will win? Very bad writing that, but let's just go with it. Peloton versus break. I think this is, we try and do it every single one, but yeah, we'll see. But for the time being, the breakaway is still 4 riders out there. Abrahamsen, we heard that Total Energy said that this is potentially going to be an opportunity. But right now, they're doing absolutely remarkable effort to still have a bit of an advantage out towards the front. Great to have 600 people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from as well. But right now, it is Macho Bogodo against Quinn Simmons. Both these two riders leading their respective groups. Merlier up there, John to Milan as well. So these two riders are really just going to keep the pressure on now. We'll wait and see what they can do here, but they are really just putting the pressure on, and maybe we are just going to see something happening today. 42 seconds. Quinn Simmons still working at the front. Victor Campenaert's looking like he's interested in doing some work as well. So we could see a lot of riders now at the front. We'll wait and see. But I don't think this breakaway has much chance left. I don't think so. I think this is going to be swept up very quickly. I think that 10-kilometer mark is not going to be seen by the breakaway before the peloton sweeps them up. But yeah, Quinn Simmons absolutely just pushing on a lot here. Quinn Simmons just absolutely ripping it up at the front as much as possible. 39 seconds. This is where we probably would have wanted to see something going on. Could we maybe see... yeah, maybe if we could have seen the watt data here, that would have been great. The watts of the breakaway and the watts of the peloton would have been absolutely immense. But yeah, we're not seeing that, unfortunately. But right now, yeah, very good effort. 37 seconds, so it's just dripping down a bit, ever so slightly. And yeah, we'll wait and see what it comes to when we comes to about 15, 20 kilometers even. So only a few kilometers away. I think it might just be halved even more. But 36 seconds now, 36 seconds. Absolutely increasing the pace even more. Are they going to be able to do something here? That is the big question. But they are doing a very good job just to upping the pressure a bit more. And maybe they can just extend this a bit. We'll wait and see. But for the time being, 23.2 kilometers still to go over the stage. And they are just keeping this pressure on. Keeping the pressure on ever so slightly. and maybe this is going to be swept up very soon. For the time being, 23 kilometers is not a lot, and they're really sailing up this road. Now it's 45.6 kilometers average pace, so they are really just keeping this going as well. So the pressure is definitely on right now. The pressure is definitely on, and yeah, we'll wait and see what happens. But for the time being, it is looking fairly good right now. Fairly good, to say the least. So, yeah, 22.6 kilometers still to go of the stage. The front group, the four men of Abrahamsen, Albanese, and the two French riders of Pachet and Bergerot, still working very well. So there's no one really looking at each other. They're really working hard here. They're doing a good job just to keep the pressure on, maintain this lead as well, and doing a very, very good job to keep the momentum going. But 35 seconds, I mean, they are somewhat holding their own here. They are somewhat holding their own, just keeping this pressure on, doing a phenomenal job, to say the least. But are they going to be able to do it? That is the big question. 21.8 kilometers to go. Yeah, they're saying as well, Tour de Pro Cycling, the roundabouts, that is what they're nervous about. So we'll wait and see what happens. But for the time being, it's looking very good now. Very good here from the riders. And yeah, are we going to see a stage victory? That is the big question from Milan. From some other sprinter, we know that Bauhaus loves a bit of a chaotic sprint. So maybe he can be the guy to look towards as well. But for the time being, it is looking very good here for the riders out in front. They are absolutely blitzing this. And they've got more firepower as well. That's the thing. There's a lot more firepower to come. So for the time being, the breakaway, oh, it's very wet. The roads are very wet. I'm trying to find us a screenshot as well on Twitter. But yeah, right now, 45.6 kilometers an hour average pace. That is absolutely phenomenal, to say the least. And they're doing a great job to extend this even more. We're seeing riders out the back just struggling to keep up here. Luke Plapp going out the back. We're also seeing Van Sintermark Stijk, the rider with the longest surname, also struggling a bit as well. So yeah, a lot of riders just having a few problems there towards the back. But we'll wait and see what happens. 32 seconds. It's not coming down too much. We're almost at 20 kilometers to go. Still very wet scenario for the riders. So yeah, it's absolute carnage, the weather right now. It's not as bad as we've seen. Obviously, we've seen worse weather. But it's looking like a fairly controlled situation at the front right now. But are we going to see this break doing anything? That is the big question. But absolute torrential conditions, potentially inside the last 10 kilometers. So we'll wait and see if anything's going to happen today. But for the time being, it's looking very good for these riders. Maybe we can just see a stage win from the sprinters once more. But for the time being, Albanese, Abrahamsen, Bergerot and Pachet are doing a phenomenal job to maintain this gap at the front. And yeah, they're doing a very good job in this bad weather to still keep this up. Yeah, this is going to be quite interesting if we have a big move. 30 seconds now. It's coming down ever so slightly, a few seconds at a time. But yeah, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. They're doing a very good job at the front for sure, to work together. Very strong quartet. And yeah, we'll wait and see what happens. But 31 seconds now. 31 seconds. Still keeping the momentum going. Still keeping the pressure on. And maybe they can just do something. We'll wait and see. But 19 kilometers to go now. 19 kilometers. We're almost at 46 kilometers an hour average pace as well. So they have just increased it despite it being in the wet weather as well. So we'll wait and see. Yeah, let us know where you're watching from as well. Plenty of you subscribing as well over the last few days. So welcome. And what we're saying as well, here's a poll. What's harder to catch, the break from real life peloton or the break from the peloton in a Swift race? For sure, the Swift race. You're not getting back if you get dropped by a peloton there. But 18.7 kilometers still to go here. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. That's what's remaining. We've got Sudal Quickstep really working at the front of this bunch. We've got Lotto as well. We've got Tom Skoinch in there. We've got Little Trek really committing to this chase now. But Lotto, maybe they can send some opportunity here with Arnaud Delis. No victory from them so far. And Arnaud Delis seems like he's destined to take a stage win at some point. But Valentin Panapantra, the winner of yesterday's stage, has been dropped. Obviously, that's not a big surprise. But for the time being, it's looking very good for many of these riders. They're keeping the momentum up. 18 kilometers to go on the stage. Who's going to be winning this? We'll wait and see. But the break are doing a very good effort at the front. 31 seconds now. 31 seconds. They are really going for it. So, I mean, it's not a one-sided poll either. You guys, 27% of you believe it could maybe be a break. So this, it's looking a bit more optimistic for the break now. And potentially with the roundabouts as well, there might be an opportunity. Sharp corners as well. Abrahamsen could do something. We know he's a very strong diesel engine. So 17.6 kilometers to go. Who's going to be winning this stage? We're very close to 200 as well. So smash the like button as well if you haven't already. And subscribe to the channel. That last few kilometers, we'll talk about that when it comes. We're not that far away now. 17.4 kilometers. We got 28 seconds now. 28 seconds. 17.3 kilometers to go. 29 seconds as well. Very wet day here for the riders. Sudal Quickstep really upping the pressure a bit here. Tim Merlier, potentially a win. They really need to commit to this as well because there is a lot of contest in terms of the break right now. They really are throwing their all into this as well and don't really want to be denied this. There is a golden opportunity. Someone like Albanese could maybe take this now. He's probably the best sprinter out of these four riders. And they really are committing to this. Nobody's missing turns. They really are just rotating this very well. 5-6 seconds at the front, maybe 10-15 seconds even. And Quentin Pache in there as well. Abrahamsen, you got Macho Bogado. All these guys are very adept, or what are we saying? Used to being in a breakaway situation, so this is nothing new to them. They're doing an absolute formidable job just to keep the pressure on right now. And 16.4 kilometers to go, 29 seconds, 28 seconds. This is not a done deal right now. I mean, they've been holding this for a long time, not losing too much, and they're doing a very, very good job here at keeping the pressure on, keeping that momentum going, and maybe we will just see something happening. 16 kilometers to go here. 16 kilometers is all that separates the riders from the finish. We are getting towards that very interesting 4 kilometers to go as well that we talked about. Maybe we will see someone get caught out by that. Just a reiteration of that. Anyone who's just joined, look at the last 4 kilometers of this stage. You have got 4 roundabouts and a very tight corner as well. But the peloton, they can see the breakaway as well. So that will be a bit of a carrot. They could just make them out. So the pace might just increase ever more. But for the time being, it's a very good job for EF Education East Post, Groupama FDJ, Uno X, and Total Energies. They're doing very, very good here. The breakaway, 15.5 kilometers to go. 15.5 kilometers to go. Very, very good effort at the front. They look behind. They can't see them up towards the front. But, they really need to chase this back now. I think Little Trek need to come to the front as well. I think we need the sprinters teams rallying together if they're going to catch this, get together, or maybe we're going to see more green jersey points lost for Jonathan Milan. So that would be a great shame for him as well. But right now, it's looking very impressive by the breakaway. The breakaway really pushing on. They can maybe do this. There is a chance. Some of you believe, 30% of you believe. So maybe you 30% will have given your energies to the peloton. Are they able to do this? This is the big question. Maybe they can do it. Maybe. You never know. You never know. But they're doing a phenomenal job just to keeping the pressure on. Not getting too distracted. Just keep the assignment going, if you will. And yeah, it's looking very good for them right now. It's looking a lot better than it was a few kilometers ago for sure. And maybe they will just be able to do it. Maybe. Maybe is a big word in this situation. But Maximilian Schachmann is absolutely pulling his heart out here. His lungs must be burning. He's just doing everything he can. 24 seconds is the margin to make up. They're going about 65 kilometers an hour. I think it's a bit of a descent as well. Lotto really committing to this as well. Maximilian Schachmann, not really any Lidl Trek rider. I think Tom Scoyne is getting ready to be part of this chase as well. But 24 seconds, I mean, there's still a long way to go. Let's be honest. There's still a long way to go. We got 13.9 kilometers to go. Uno X, yeah, as Space says, Uno X needs to get in front and disrupt the chase. Yeah, I think just take the momentum out a bit. That would be very good. But yeah, it's looking very, very good here. Paul Penuit, he could maybe get involved in this as well. But yeah, there's a lot of sprint teams that want to get involved in this. 24 seconds now, 24 seconds, 13.5 kilometers still to go of the stage. They are really just pushing on now. This could be interesting finish now. Wet finishes, who does that normally favor? I would say Phil Bauhaus. Phil Bauhaus. Yeah. Yeah, cohesive unit from that cohesive effort from the riders out in front. Jonathan Milan, the green jersey, he's getting involved in this as well. Arne Deli sort of up there as well. So many of these teams really getting involved in this chase. So we'll wait and see if they're going to be able to do this. This is a very interesting move by many of these riders. And maybe we can just see one of these teams catching some of the other teams out in terms of that intermediate sprint. Or not intermediate sprint, what am I saying? In terms of the race itself. But yeah, it's an interesting one to say the least. 12.6 kilometers, 23 seconds. It is coming down. Coming down ever so slightly here. Ever so slightly coming down. Maybe we will just see something happening. We don't know. We don't know. We'll wait and see. But for the time being, it's looking very good for the breakaway. They're doing a phenomenal job to stay out towards the front. So, yeah, can they do this? Many of you think no. Some of you think yes. They are doing a phenomenal job here to stay up towards the front. But 11.7 kilometers to go. 11.7 kilometers to go of the stage. Are they going to be able to do this? We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. But it's very in the balance right now. Very in the balance for the riders. Abrahamsen really pushing on. Abrahamsen really pushing on as much as possible right now. Maybe he looks behind as well. Just trying to distance the other breakaway riders. Unfortunately for them. But he doesn't quite get rid of them. But he's doing his best to try and put the pressure on his rivals as well. So it's not quite just him on his own. Well, he's trying to get on his own now. This is potentially going to be a race winning opportunity for him as well. But yeah, they're doing a great job here. Abrahamsen looks like he has got some distance between himself and the other riders as well. 10.7 kilometers to go. We're getting very close to that 4 kilometers that we spoke about. 22 seconds for the breakaway. 23 seconds still for the break, but Abrahamsen, what a move there, just upping the pressure there, really upped the watts, and no one was really able to follow him. Bergador was scrambling to try and get on his wheel, but yeah, that was a bit of a nervous time for many of these riders, but Abrahamsen has got clean air between himself and his 3 other breakaway companions. Albanese trying to chase this down. Quentin Pache and Bogador have been lost out in this moment as well. So they're absolutely just ripping this up right now. They're doing their best to keep the pressure on as well. But for the time being, it's looking very good right now for Abrahamsen. Abrahamsen absolutely trying to get the better of everyone. Better of the sprinters. The better of, yeah, of absolutely everyone. So he's doing a good job just to keep this up. But for the time being, the chase, they still have 21 seconds. 21 seconds if they want to try and bring this back. 21 seconds. So, yeah, it's looking very interesting right now what's going to happen. But 9.6 kilometers still to go, 21 seconds. It's not a lot, but it's not really come down too much. So, is Abrahamsen just going to win a second stage win? They've never won two stages, remember? Never ever won two stages, Uno X. They'd never won a stage before this year's Tour de France. But Israel Primitic, they come to the front as well. They're trying to get in to this 18-second deficit. 17 seconds now. It is ticking down. Quinton Pache and Macho Bogador, they're going to be caught momentarily as well. 9 kilometers to go here for the riders. And this is very nervous times now. Very nervous times for the riders. Great to have Virginia Islands as well. And a lot of you around the world as well. Let us know where you're watching from. Who do you think's going to win? San Diego's in the comments as well. Listening from the base on Ventoux. Oh, you must have enjoyed the race yesterday. But right now we're seeing EF Education Easy Post. Albanese, he's going to be the second last rider to be swept up here. Abrahamsen still has 12 seconds. 8.7 kilometers to go. This is very touch and go now. This is very touch and go right now. 8.6 kilometers. Can they bridge this now? I think they are absolutely going to be able to get this back here. I think they are going to be able to get this back. I don't think we're going to get a threat now at the front. This will be a sprinter's finish, I think, but absolutely impressive attack by Abrahamsen. Maybe he's going to be the Super Combativity Award at the end of the race. But Tim Wellens gets involved in the chase as well. UAT Emirates just making sure that they're up towards the front, keeping the pressure on as well. Ooh, what is going to happen here? But Israel Primitic, they are hunting this opportunity because they've got Pascal Ackermann and they haven't got a stage win out of this. So they are absolutely just pushing on now. We've got Abrahamsen still out in front. 13 seconds with 7.8 kilometers still to go over the stage. So it's not a done deal, but it's looking less and less likely with every kilometer to go. So what is going to happen here for Abrahamsen? He's pushing on. The Norwegian Uno X rider, stage winner already. He's felt what it feels like to wear the green jersey and the polka dot jersey as well. He knows what it's like to win the Brussels Cycling Classic as well. But he's doing a very good effort here to keep this momentum going. He's absolutely pushing on here. What is he going to be able to do? That is the big question. But behind, we have got riders as well, really trying to rip this up. Israel Primitek not content with this. Where is Lidl Trek? Lidl Trek are nowhere. Where's Intermarché? Where's Soudal Quickstep? We don't really see the sprinters teams. I think maybe they're calculating or betting, gambling a bit that they are just going to get brought back here and they are just going to save their troops until the last 5 kilometers. So I think the sprinters teams are doing a bit of a gamble potentially here. But the group is starting to really truncate as well. 6.5 kilometers still to go over the stage. This is going to be flying by. We're up to 46.5 kilometers average as well. So it's been a bit of a faster stage. So we'll wait and see what's going to happen. But right now, they're doing a phenomenal job to keep the pace on. 10 seconds. Abrahamsen will almost be feeling them breathing down his neck here. So Abrahamsen is almost going to be feeling these guys breathing down his neck, doing a phenomenal job to keep this pressure on. And yeah, the riders will be very nervous. We're almost inside that last sectors as well. Let's watch that as well. Yeah, that last 5 kilometers is very nervous for the riders. They're going to come into that, or the last 4. So Abrahamsen has about 9 seconds, 5.7 kilometers. Is he going to see the 5 kilometers to go? Now we've got Jaco Alula coming to the front. They have, of course, got Dylan Groenewegen here. So they are absolutely ripping this up right now. Jaco Alula, they want to try and get their man in the best position. The man who took a stage win last year, wearing the Batman mask. And they're absolutely ripping it up right now at the front. Abrahamsen, it doesn't look like it's going to be his race. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. This is, yeah, it's not going to be his. But Abrahamsen, he's certainly going to get a Super Combativity Award, I think, here. We're inside the sprint zone as well. 5 kilometers to go. He does make it underneath that. But I think the pace is now absolutely going to be ripping up. It's going to be increasing a lot. I think we might get close to 47 kilometers an average. for the stage, because we're going 65 kilometers an hour here. 4.7 kilometers to go. 9-8 seconds. He's still got momentarily a lead, but that is going to be swept up very soon here. Tudor Pro Cycling towards the front. Israel Primitek, they can all see him. Jaco Aula. I mean, Tudor Pro Cycling, they're thinking about Albanese. No, not Albanese. They're thinking about Dainese. So, yeah, they pass him. So, unfortunately, salute to Abrahamsen, but he didn't make it, unfortunately. Unfortunately for him, outside that. But Tudor Pro Cycling up towards the front here. Now we're getting into the nitty-gritty of the stage. How are the teams doing? How are the GC teams doing? Where are they? We need the helicopter shot, but I don't know if we have the helicopter up in this weather. Yeah, we have got the helicopter up. So here's the first of those four. Those four roundabouts. We said there's 3 more to go. And then we've got that very sharp corner as well, that sharp bend. We've got Tim Merlier in there, sitting fairly good. We got John to Milan being moved up as well. I'm not quite sure where Biniam Girmay is sitting. I think Jordi Meus is sitting in quite a good position here as well. But this is going to be a very nervous situation. Now pressures are going to be on. Everyone's getting told by the DSs, get to the front, get to the front. There is that corner. They know. I think someone's going to get caught out in that corner. Let's be honest. But right now, they're absolutely upping their tempo here, upping the ante. Congratulations from his team as well, Abrahamsen, from his effort. But right now, they're really pushing on now. They're really pushing the pressure on. Bahrain victorious. We said they had Phil Bauhaus in here, so they're trying to get something done as well. What are they going to be able to do? But right now, 3 kilometers to go. 3 kilometers to go. So we have another roundabout. So the second of the 4 roundabouts coming up now. Is this going to catch anyone out? No. Obviously, we don't mean catch out in terms of just crashes, also just the positions, because if one half is going faster than the other half as they go around the roundabout, you've lost positions. So 2.6 kilometers to go. 2.6 kilometers to go. Where is John to Milan? Is he sitting quite far down? I think he is sitting quite far down. The third roundabout coming up as well. What is happening now? We'll wait and see. But the third roundabout coming up now. And it seems like most teams actually navigated that pretty well. But Jaco Aula at the front, 2.3 kilometers still to go on the stage. Doing a good job to just maximize their advantage. Astana up there as well. So Kesbol, I didn't think he was in the race anymore, but maybe I'm wrong. 2.1 kilometers to go. 2.1 kilometers. Jonathan Milan sitting quite high up. Merlier sitting quite up. The final roundabout coming up as well. Will this catch anyone out? We'll wait and see. I think the left side was a bit quicker than the right hand side. So those 4 roundabouts have been tackled fairly well. Not really catching too many sprinters teams out. But for the time being, the green jersey is just making his way up as well. John Milan sitting very pretty here. In about 10th place, I would say. So John Milan looking very good right now. Merlier sitting a bit further back. I mean, Biniam Girmay, can't quite see him. Mayu is sitting good as well. Arnaud Deli, I think, is sitting very good as well. But yeah, Biniam Girmay is not here, unfortunately. So I don't think... Oh, wait. I think Bini is there. But again, he's without any riders. Without any teammates. So yeah, big problem there. Really highlighting the problem that Biniam Girmay has been having. But 1.1 kilometers now, we're going to get that left-hand bend. Oh, crash. Big crash. Merlier involved in that. Oh. Milan, his greatest rival, has been taken out of that. So Merlier is out of this sprint now. So John to Milan has a golden opportunity. It's inside the last 600 meters now. Inside the last 600 meters. Lotto as well. Everyone's just got an opportunity with no Milan. I think this is Sergio Aguita up here. But now they're going to open the sprint now. Who's going to be taking this? John to Milan in a golden position. He really needs this. Is he going to be living up to the pressure here? He's going to open it up. I think Mayus had maybe got the better of him. Astana opened it up as well. But has John to Milan got the better of everyone? I think Arnaud Deli's on his wheel. John to Milan opens it up here. Is he going to be able to take the win? And it is. DSM rider also just being up there towards the front. John to Milan takes the win. Big win there by John to Milan. And what a result that was. Absolutely incredible. So, yeah, big crash there towards the end. But, yeah, John to Milan taking the win. Good win there. And, wow. Tadej Pogacar, safe. Oscar only safe as well. All these guys just taking it easy. 26 seconds. So, I mean, yeah, outside of the crash. Um, yeah, that was some crash that. We'll have to look at the replay again to get a better idea. We'll get the top 10 as well. But yeah, that was a moment. We were saying that it was a wet finish, that maybe we're gonna get someone caught out, and unfortunately we were right. In those wet conditions. But yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. Unfortunately, you have to be in it to win it, and that was a big shame for many of these riders. Merlier, what could have been for him? Many of these, I think Caden Groves also came down. But we get a top 10. Oh, this was Tobias Lohner Dresen was up there. So Tobias Lohner Dresen, friend of the channel, getting a top 10 or a top 3 position. So he'll be very happy about that. But Biniam Girmay is one of the riders who came down. Absolutely terrible. But let's finish up, get our top 10 of the stage. Great win there for Jonathan Milan. Biniam Girmay, what a shame. We're getting a Groupama FDJ rider getting medical attention. Let's see the sprint as well. So in that, who caused this? Oh, this was the sprint for the win. We'll see the crash later on. But Jonathan Milan absolutely bossing this. Yeah, I thought he might be a bit nervous about this. Tobias Lohner Dresen getting 3rd place. But yeah, Jonathan Milan wins the stage. Mayu's getting 2nd place. Good result for him after crashing. Tobias Lohner Dresen, what a good result as well. This was his aim for the Tour de France. So a realistic one, a top 3. Arnaud Delis getting 4th place. Ballerini was the sprinter that Astana were going for. And Dainese in 6th place. Paul Pinot in 7th. Fedorov bags himself at 8th place just because this crash was so chaotic. Clément Rousseau in 9th place. And Jasper Stuyven as well getting a 10th place. So Jonathan Milan, stage win. Important for that green jersey as well. But yeah, absolutely astonishing for him and his teammates, Jonathan Milan, that win. But yeah, Biniam Girmay crashing, that is not what we want to see. So yeah, we'll wait and see what happens into this race. But yeah, I think that's basically it for today. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let me know what you thought of this stage as well. Of course, we will do the recap race analysis, well, sprint analysis of this stage. So be sure to check that out as well on the Cycling Day Extra channel. But for now, thank you to every single one of you who joined, who commented, who hit the like button and subscribed. And I will see you all again tomorrow for one of the biggest ones of the race. So we'll wait and see. But thank you.